Good morning. I started a few minutes early because last week we hit go live and it went for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, just spinning and spinning. So I'm gonna just enjoy a few minutes here with you, getting my microphone plugged in, seeing who's here. Let's see. Paul Otis is in the house. Good morning. Meredith Grace, Monte Turner, Kate on moderator. Thank you, Kate, for being here. I miss having you here beside me. Let's see. Monty, Meredith. We Tree Bonsai on moderator. Good morning. Thank you. Might be it for now. Oh, D Dreamer 1995. Good morning. Yes. Oh, Candy Williams showed up. How's the family? Oh, scrolled up. Meredith said, how's the family? Good morning. Family's doing pretty well. We have our ups and downs like everybody, but we're blessed, living a good life. Let's see. Southern Liberty Bell. Good morning, Kate and Blake. Good morning, everyone. You know, this is one of those mornings where I'm just feeling pretty good, and I don't have a particular topic. I just want to sit here and hang out, talk about things that you guys want to talk about. Let this live show be just a hangout session. Where's my horse barn? Can you see it? Oh, you can't really see it. I was going to show you the... Susanna Gonzalez is in the house. Good morning. I was going to show you the horse barn, but it's too far back there and behind the trees. I had to position myself like this because in just a few minutes that sun's going to peek over these trees right here. I wanted to be over here where you could see the horse barn better, and but it's going to get real sunny real fast, and I don't want to have to run in the house and get a hat and have sun all over my face. Love the cardinal song in the background. Yes, the birds make some beautiful music around here. The cardinals and the finches and the jays and even the hawks when they fly over. Sarah, good morning, Sarah. How are you? Brooke Chilvers, good morning. It is good to see everyone here this morning. We got 19 people here. Let's see, has Luke's therapist used anything from her box she won? She says she has. I don't know what she's used, but she said that she has used several things already. She's very excited about having the box. Very excited about learning some homesteading tricks and tips and for her future adventures on Homestead. She's living in a place where she can experiment with gardening and things, so she's very excited about that. Her dad, in fact, is an electrician, and we just got to know him because, let me show you. Let me turn my... I'm going to show you a little bit of a mess. Hold on. Be patient. You see that water heater sitting out in the yard? There's a water heater on the right and a big box on the left. We swapped out the old propane fired water heater because it went out with a hybrid electric water heater. It's going to help use those solar panels that's over on this roof and hopefully give us a more efficient water heating. Costs just a little more up front, but in the long run should save us a lot of money. The reason I mentioned that is Sarah's dad is an electrician, and he helped us put the new breaker box in for that water heater because the location didn't have that electricity, or that big outlet, whatever it is, you know, the double breaker. Let's see who else. The Weekend Homestead showed up. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Will, for being here. I am well moderated this morning. Good people with Kate and Wee Tree and Will. Did Tangi show up? No Tangi yet? One of the things, since it is... Hold on, I got one more minute. I can just waste time for one more minute. I don't really have a topic, but I did want to just start with something. But I'm going to start at 9. So get your coffee, get your tea, get your kombucha, get your water kefir or kefir, or however you say that, or your juice, whatever you're drinking this morning. If it's anything harder than any of those things, just keep that to yourself. Because it is only 9 o'clock. Well, of course it's 9 for me. It may not be 9 for you. Kefir. Kefir. Yes. I know Kate loves drinking kefir. I have a buddy you guys may know, Eric. You've seen Eric in a few of the videos. And he is making water kefir right now. Not right at this moment, because I have no idea what he's doing right at this moment, but he is making that. He shared some with me and it tastes really good. And as soon as his water kefir makes the grains, I'm not sure how that works yet, but as soon as his batches are far enough along in the process, we may start doing that here on the farm as well. I'm not sure I need another project. Actually, I'm quite sure I don't need another project, but we may try it out. Is that wind blowing in the microphone real bad? Does it sound bad? Meredith says, I have coffee but nothing to Irish it up. Nice. I had a, maybe I shouldn't tell this story live. I'm going to tell it. When I was in high school, or middle school actually, the shop teacher was always drinking coffee, but it was always like a greenish color, and there was always jokes, of course, about what he had in his coffee. But nice guy, great teacher. I loved shop class. It was just kind of funny, the jokes about his coffee. No wind noise. That's good. The wind's blowing kind of good, and feels good on my back, but I was kind of worried about the audio. I do have the dead cat fuzzy cover, so that should help. No wind noise here. Great, great. You guys are a big help. Okay, it is now past 9. I just want to show this. I think it's in my thumbnail, but this is something that I've been thinking about lately, and it's motivating me to view what I do, not only on the channel, but also in my life, just thinking about things a little differently, and it's this. We all have a story, and every story counts. I feel very strongly that sharing our individual stories to those around us, and it doesn't have to be a large audience. Not everyone needs 30-some thousand subscribers or whatever. That's not important. What's important is that we share ourselves, share our story with those around us in a way that it is uplifting and encouraging, because I feel like there's a lot of people that have challenges in life, whether it's not all gardening and homesteading, but just things going on, and what we've been through, what we bring to relationships can help other people. This is not like a super enlightened moment. Everybody kind of has this idea anyway. It's just that lately I've been thinking a lot about it, and I want to start trying to focus more in my life, sharing my story better. I haven't always wanted to share like stories from my past, like the shop teacher story. That's just a silly little thing, but all of those pieces of our history help connect us with other people, and in a lot of cases help build a relationship so that we can begin to heal each other's wounds, because we all have some wounds and we all have some healing to do. So we all have a story, and every story counts. Okay, let's see who else showed up. Wayne. Good morning, Wayne. A4000T, good morning. My DSL is slow. I thought Blake has a speech impediment for a while. Well, sometimes I think I have a lot of impediments. Candy, all right. All right, good, good, good. Pony Vet 77, finally got here live. Greetings from New Brunswick. Good morning, good to have you here this morning. And you just missed my little bit about we all have a story and every story counts. So you got to go check it out on the replay. But I am very interested in your stories as well. So one thing that I'm very curious about, when this goes to the replay, when it goes to the recorded version after we're done live, if you could share just a little bit of your story. If you want to write a book, that's fine. I think there's character limits on the comments on YouTube, but use as much space as you want in the comments on YouTube on this video to just share a little bit of your story. I'm curious, you know, don't give intimate details that would give things away and possibly put you in danger, but just a little bit about who you are and where you're from and what your interests are and what you do. It's just, I think that would be very interesting. I'd like to see that. See here. Candy Williams, I was taught when you forget where you come from, you can count on being there again. That's a good one. Wayne Westmoreland from Mississippi. Good morning. Old Mississippi. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Will says that's going to be a lot of info. That's okay. When we have a few minutes, we can just go and check out each other's story. I know you have some interesting things to share, Will, and I would like to hear that. Of course, you have a YouTube channel, and I can just go check some of it out there, but if you give a snippet, just a snippet on the comments of this video, that would be cool. Worm Turns, Florida. Good morning. From Ronnie. So Worm Turns, Florida. Are you Ronnie? Because Worm Turns, Florida is a long name. Ronnie would be easier to say. Lucrative. Hey Blake, my military family made it to San Antonio. Welcome to San Antonio. What can I grow still? You mean right now? Because it's getting hot. We're in June and it's going to be July and August. And you want to garden right now in San Antonio? You are a glutton for punishment. Actually, there are some things that will still grow here. Right off the top of my head, I can only think of a couple. Oh, I'm losing my stuff. If you grow in the shade in July and August, you can grow a few things more, peppers and things. But okra likes the heat. Black-eyed peas like the heat. There's a few things that do well in the sun and in the heat in San Antonio, as long as you have nice soil that is full of organic matter and you keep it moist. There's a lot of things that don't like the heat. The tomatoes are going to actually be shutting down. If they're in full sun right now, I'm going to get them through June, but typically the tomatoes are done at the end of June. I might carry into July a little bit. I have the one bed of tomatoes that I planted late, and they're small and they're in an area that gets some shade. So they're going to possibly get through July and August, fingers crossed, and then maybe produce in the second season. We have basically two growing seasons down here. What am I missing? Oh, okra, yes. So Kate is expressing, let's see here. Ronnie, Worm Turns, Florida. I'm going to try to remember to call you Ronnie from now on because that's easier. Let's see here. Candy Williams, Wayne, me too. You guys are having a conversation. I can't keep up. We have 100 degrees Fahrenheit here, and the Rapunzel cherry tomatoes still have 96 tomatoes on it. What I have found, that's a lot of tomatoes. Good for you. What I have found is that the smaller tomatoes will produce better in the heat than the bigger tomatoes do. So if you want to grow in an area that's hot, full sun, you might want to look at some of the smaller tomatoes, medium to small tomatoes, because they, in my experience, they do better. Cacti. Yep. You could have a succulent garden. Those are nice. Any beans or legumes that would grow in the shade? Probably, now not the ones that like cold weather, but there's probably a whole list of like bean beans. Green beans would probably do okay in part shade as long as it's not, you know, they have plenty of moisture to keep them cooled off. Some of the other pole beans, I'm not like super experienced with beans, but mine are still going pretty strong, and I expect that some of those in the different locations where they have more shade. Whew, that bird is loud. I think those beans would do okay. Pony Vet sharing some of his story. Took a serious illness to get me out of a toxic relationship with work. Now living each day by doing what I love, keeping grounded. Do what you love and love what you do. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Kate talking about sharing. You guys can read this. I don't need to go through all that. But what I would like to share now. Oh, lucrative talking about avocado tree. I have zero experience with avocado. I did some reading on it and found that it may be a challenge here. One, because of our soil. Two, because even though it does get really hot, it also in the wintertime can freeze more than avocado trees like. So if somebody knows of an avocado that is more cold hardy, that would be good, but I'm not sure. You're over by SeaWorld a little, so you're SeaWorld probably is no longer 8B/9. You're probably in zone 9, so you might do a little better down there. I'm on the northeast, so just a little tiny bit of a climate difference between the two, not much. Yeah, Malabar spinach. That does pretty well in the heat. Tastes good too. Amy Fuel from the Fuel Homestead. She is now in the house as moderator. You guys, actually this is a good time. We're 18 minutes in. This is a good time for everyone. Check out Amy Fuel from the Fuel Homestead. I'm just going to call out my moderators here. They have channels. Most of them have channels. Kate does not have a channel, but she loves supporting those of us who do. Thank you, Kate, for everything that you do. Will from the Weekend Homestead. Sorry, Will. He has a great channel up north and has a beautiful homestead with some very interesting stories and orchard. And We Tree Bonsai is here. Thank you for all the effort. She also is not a creator here on YouTube, but is very supportive. Thank you very much to all of the moderators, and everyone needs to go check their channels out. Don't leave my live show, but you know, when we're done here. Let's see. So lucrative, jumping in with what he's growing. That's good. How long are you in San Antonio, lucrative? Did you move here permanently, or is it like a 2 or 3, 4 year deal? Are you renting? You don't have to give me all those details, but I'm curious how long your garden, you know, are you planning short-term gardens or long-term gardens? Good day, Freaky Geek 2. I like saying your name. Scrolling through. That's when I get silent. 2 years. Okay. So you could focus on a lot of maybe container gardens or box gardens, or you know, if you want to invest into that location for the next person, you could do that too. But you're probably going to do a lot of kitchen gardening, not so much like fruit trees and things. Already built raised beds. Good for you. You guys are talking about colloidal silver. I've read about that, but seems to be a lot of debate on that, and I haven't decided where I am on that one yet. I'm curious. Also seems that I'm going through a stage in my life. I'm curious. Okay, I have something else exciting. I wasn't sure if I was going to show it, but I brought it out here, so I'm going to show it. Here it is. See that? That is Planted Perfect limited lifetime gardener guarantee high carbon steel, molded in just a couple pieces of steel, simple rubber coated handle. This right here is going to be in a video soon. I'm going to show it. I'm going to use it. I have a pear tree that is that needs pruned, and this company offered to send me some pruners so that I could use that in that video. So I haven't done anything with it yet. I can't speak for it as a tool, you know. I haven't done a review yet. I don't know anything about it except that it's really heavy and it looks really well built, but we're going to be giving this a shot coming up real soon. I'm excited about that. I like garden tools. I don't always take the best care of them. I wish I did, but I don't. Okay, ask me some questions. Let's talk. What can we talk about here on the homestead? Let me share some of the things that's going on here. I have the horse barn, of course. I did make some progress. I'm hoping to make a lot of progress today. Today is kind of empty. I spent last weekend doing the beekeeping. I hope to get back out there this weekend a little bit, but I do need to focus on getting the horse barn and the fence done because we need to get that horse home. Working on a beard. My wife asks the same questions. Honey, are you growing a beard? No, I just haven't shaved yet. So the horse barn is one. I need to get back out because the bees are making honey. I need to get the honey off and make sure that I'm not letting that go. And the garden, I'm trying to keep up with it, pulling some of the weeds and keeping it watered, but that has been a real chore just because I haven't had the time. We've been traveling to different doctors for Luke, which he's doing okay. We have a plan, but that's just taking time. So what else is going on here? Keeping up with making the kombucha, feeding all the chickens and the ducks. That's just life on the homestead. Let's see, what am I missing? Rain Country made it. Good morning. Jessica saying, are you still killing a lot of beetles? The video that I showed a couple days ago showed that towel trick in one of the hives was performing really, really well and caught a whole bunch of beetles. Whenever I open the hive, if I see beetles, I try to squash them. It's kind of a fun game. But yes, that towel trick is working, and I noticed the beetle population reducing just a little bit because they're getting stuck in the towels. I hope that continues to work. I'm putting it on all of the hives now. So that is something that I'm really hoping is going to make an improvement in the hives. I still plan on later this season to move the hives, move the apiary, especially since I'm going to be getting the other horse, Teo, and I want to create a better area back there so that the bees and the horses don't mix up too much. I do have a little bit of a fence around the front side of the apiary right now, but I need to make that more secure, and it would be easier if it was moved. Let's see here. Will from the Weekend Homestead says, what's the favorite part of your property? Oh, that's a tough one. my two favorite places to be, to hang out, are in the garden and in the orchard. They are just, they're areas that I've worked on, so I've poured a bit of myself into them, and I like to just sit and reflect in those areas. The entire farm is fun. There are different areas that are fun to hang out, but yeah, those two places are my favorite places to be. Besides right here with you. Let's see. Pony Vet, Amy Fuel, Kate. I'm just trying to read through, make sure I don't miss anyone or miss your comments. I love it when you guys are chatting with each other. That is important to me. I love to see the community that we're building, and it is important to me. I want to let you guys know, you probably already know, but it is very important to me, the community that we're building. My channel all on its own is basically worthless. I don't care so much about just my content and what it's doing. I love the fact that my content is encouraging people and bringing people together. And when you guys are here, there's 48 of you, and I appreciate all 48 of you that you can be here and see each other in the comments and start sharing in that community. So thank you. Yes, Rain Country, the towel beetle thing is impressive, and to give credit, I got that from Jared over at J&J Acres. He shared that trick with me. I shared in the first and second video, I think, maybe all of them, I can't remember, in the descriptions, a link to Jared's video. So if you like that trick, head over to Jared's video and say thanks for sharing that trick with Daddykirbs, because it makes him look a little less silly in the apiary. Let's see. D-Lights 29. Hi Blake. Hello, good morning D-Lights. Better Together Life, you made it this morning. You did miss too much. In fact, I'm done. I'm done. We're done. We'll see you later. Just kidding. Good morning, Bo and Kelly. It's good to see you. Another great channel, Better Together Life. Let's see. Have you ever tried a mineral oil fog for mites on your hives? I haven't. I've been looking into different organic methods for dealing with mites. I don't even know that I have a serious mite problem. I'm sure I have mites. Everyone has some. But I am looking into that. And beekeeping is one of those things that I wish I had more time for, because I know there's so much to know. And another person on Steemit, actually, are you familiar with Steemit? Let me do a sidetrack. I'm going to get back to beekeeping in just a second, but I want to do this. Let me write myself a note, because I'm going to forget what I was talking about. Beekeeping, mites, beetles, all that stuff. But steemit.com. If you go there, guess what my name is on steemit.com? Any guesses? Anybody? Whew, man, I'm missing a lot of comments. I'm glancing. I don't see anything in all caps. Daddykirbs. Daddykirbs, you win the prize, Mr. Paul. So go check out steemit.com. It may not be for everybody, but I am thoroughly enjoying learning the platform. Steemit.com is, yeah, Rain Country is there. Steemit.com is kind of a Reddit-like site, but it's all based on blockchain, like cryptocurrency type stuff. I don't really understand all of it yet, but what's cool about it is that it seems that you can get on there, post, comment, see. So there's 3 ways that I've noticed. I already made a little post about this. But so you can create, you can be a creator, you can curate, which means that you can share other things that you find on Steemit. So create, curate, and comment. All three of those things can get you paid. You don't have to invest a dime into the Steemit cryptocurrency. I'm saying a lot of it wrong, I'm sure, because I don't understand all of it. But by, oh yeah, upvoting as well. So upvoting and commenting and curating and creating, all of those things, you can start building a blog, a feed, and sharing in the community on that platform, but you can get paid. So what happens is, as you do all of those things, people, I don't even understand how the cryptocurrency works, but basically each of those things is worth so much, and you start building a bank account, a wallet they call it, that's poetry right there, on Steemit, and you can turn it into real money, meaning that you can cash it out for whatever currency that you actually use to buy stuff. So I'm not doing all of it for the money over there. What I'm really doing is just enjoying learning the platform. It seems very clean, very easy, and fun. So, and there is the reward. It's like if you were on YouTube, and if it turned out that if you give me a thumbs up, which by the way, I'd like a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs up and YouTube says, oh look, hey, this person wants to reward this creator, we're gonna make every thumbs up worth a nickel. Well, that would be something, and it would encourage, I think it would encourage people to give me thumbs up just based on a reward for the content that I create. It would also be like if you guys leave a comment, then maybe that comment's worth something. Maybe I could pay you, by liking your comment, I could pay you a nickel. So it's not all about the creator getting paid, it's about people that's sharing in the community as well. And that's what steemit.com is doing. And it's just really fun. So I am going to forget why I mentioned all this. So beekeeping, there's a beekeeper that commented on one of my posts, and they shared with me some things, and I am totally forgetting why I mentioned all this. But anyway, in the community, just like Paul Otis here is a beekeeper, and he has shared with me a lot of things on YouTube in the comments, and even on Facebook private message and things, helping me be a better beekeeper because of the community we have going on. Over on Steemit, it's the same thing. It's the same thing that's happening. I posted one of my videos and a short description, some comments about that video, and this guy who is also a beekeeper came on and shared with me a big long post about how he felt about my beekeeping. And one of the cool things about Steemit is that everyone who comments, every comment is potentially worth money as well, so there's incentive to keep it nice. If on YouTube people made money by their comments, and they could also lose money by their comments, I think it would be more incentive for people to be nice, and there would be less of the troll-like rude comments going on. Anyway, I'm just appreciating the new platform and the opportunity to learn more about cryptocurrency. My wallet, I've put zero actual money into it. I've invested my time and my creative energies on there a little bit. And my wallet right now is worth, I don't know, like $147 or something like that. And my understanding is I could cash that out and get $147 or something close, because cryptocurrency goes with the market, I guess. So sometimes it's worth more, sometimes it's worth a little less, but it's roughly based on the US dollar. I'm not going to keep going on about that, but it's exciting for me because it's an interesting platform. Is everything there money motivated? No, I think the money is really more of just a, it's an incentive. It's not the reason. So I'm not, you know, everybody has their own, I can't judge the heart of man. So, you know, people go on there, they have their own motivations for doing things. I'm on there using the money part as a sort of a yardstick, and as a just kind of a fun little side pot for sharing. It's not the reason. It's the same thing on YouTube. Am I doing YouTube for the money? Nope. I'm doing YouTube because I love sharing my story, and I love the community that we're building. If I were doing it for the money, I would have quit a long time ago, because I've been seriously investing in YouTube for a long time now. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years. I've been posting homesteading type videos, gardening videos for about 7 years. I've been seriously investing in YouTube for 3 or 4 years. And the kids at McDonald's make more money than I do. So I'm definitely not doing it for the money. I think there's a lot of people that maybe aspire to that. But anyway, so the heart of man, really, you can't tell. The motivation is whatever your motivation is. The money part is just there for kind of a fun little reward. It's just fun. Let's see. Yeah, Rain Country. When you help other people out by upvoting, resteaming, and giving quality comments, you help them earn more money, and so do you. That's the cool part. It's not just about the creator earning money, like, hey, I'm creative, so people follow me and pay me. No, the people who are sharing in the comments also get paid. I've seen some comments, they end up worth more money than the post that they're commenting on. So, no, Kate, see, this is not all about steemit, but it's an interesting comment right now. Kate says, so you don't have to post videos. Absolutely not. It's a blogging type, social media type platform. You create these little posts. They can include just text, photos, videos, whatever. And it's a way for you to share your thoughts, or like I said, you could even curate other people's posts, meaning that you just say, oh, I like that, I'm going to re-steam it, which means like to re-blog it. I'm going to share their stuff on my feed, and you can get a part of the rewards that come from that. Anyway, enough about that. What did Green Gables Homestead, where does the money come from? That's a good question. I'm not sure. It's all blockchain, cryptocurrency. You know, it's created however they do that. I'm still learning. I don't know. And that's one of the reasons I'm not there for the money, because I don't even understand the money part of it. But I'm there, and I'm sharing, and I'm having a good time. Right. After all that, I need a little bit of coffee, a little drink. Hold on. All right. All right. I really did not intend on promoting this, but here I am promoting this. It really was just something that I've been shifting some of my effort. I only have so much time in the day. I only have so many hours during the week that I can be on the computer doing any of this. So I've shifted some of my effort away from Instagram and Tumblr and Facebook, and I've put it into steemit recently so that I can learn it and understand it. I still don't really, but I am enjoying the process. Yeah, so Better Together Life is talking about videos being stomped down by whales. I guess the whales are the people, the early adopters and the creators of the platform, and they have the most power, I guess, on the platform, and that's part of what you do. There's the bigger you grow as a creator, you end up with more power, more voting power, so you can influence things a little differently. Yeah, so the community moderates itself, and that's, yeah, I'm not going to keep going on because I don't understand it. It's fun. Hey, Luke Abbott in the house. Good morning. Good to see you. Renate Butler. Hey, that's a good point, Renate. You talk about you signed up on steemit because they show butchering videos and good channels which were demonetized on YouTube. That's another reason why some people are liking that platform. I'm sure there's other platforms, but that platform in particular, creators are a little more free, a lot more free, to share their butchering, their gun videos, or whatever those topics are that YouTube doesn't like. So instead of being squashed or censored by YouTube, they can share and build a community around those subjects. And the community, by their upvoting or ignoring or whatever else, sort of moderates those subjects. So it's just kind of a fun thing. Freedom Acres, good to see you this morning. You started a Steam account too. Make sure you look me up at Daddykirbs, because I am interested in building community over there, and I'd like to be a part of your community and have you a part of mine. Yeah, so it's traded like stock. Again, I don't even understand stocks. All of that stuff is beyond me. So all I know is that it's fun being a part of the process, and if it turns out that I could make something out of that and help sustain the efforts here on the Daddykirbs farm, that would be nice. But I'm pouring energy historically over the last 3 or 4 years. I've poured a lot of energy into Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr, some on Reddit in the past. Those give me nothing. In fact, Facebook keeps asking for money. Every time I post something, they say, for $720, you can have 40,000 people see this post. And I think, I don't want to pay you any amount of money for people to see my post, because I thought that's what this was a sharing platform where people could see it. In fact, the 3,500 people that are signed up or liking my page should be able to see what I post without me having to pay anything. But it seems like, I can feel my blood pressure going up. I'm getting all excited. Hold on. Maybe a little caffeine will help that. It seems like the Facebook platform is really only all about Facebook doing any good, not the people sharing. And mostly what you see are stupid celebrity junk and political drama and whatever else. So I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I want to shift my like I said, I only have so much time. We all only have so much time. And the effort that we pour into the relationships that we're trying to build, and that's what social media is, at least that's what it is for me. I'm trying to share my story and build relationships, and if I'm pouring my energy into something, it would be nice that it is actually being shared and that I might be able to get something back from it. Let's see. I said I wasn't going to go on about it, but I did. Pausing because I'm reading through some of these. You guys are having a great conversation together. Thank you. Ronnie, Worm Turns, Florida. Do you get stink bugs in Texas? What do you do to fight them? Yes, I do. And I kind of don't like them at all. They pierce my tomatoes. And as the summer, are you guys all going? Oh, just okay. the stink bugs pierce the tomatoes, and as the season goes on and it gets hotter and things are more stressed out, there's more of them, and there's more damage. And really, I haven't found any good way to I'm reading another comment. I haven't found a good way to control the stink bugs. I know that there's yellow sticky traps. There's other oils and things that people claim are useful. I haven't actually tried those. I need to. I really need to, because my tomatoes, by the middle of June, if I don't harvest them like right when they start turning orange, they get pierced and eventually the flavor goes off. So yes, we get stink bugs and they're awful. Better Together Life says, we want you full-time on the Daddykirbs farm. Guess what? I want to be full-time on the Daddykirbs farm. Yeah, so Facebook is already making money off us, and then they want more. I know. It's crazy. Wheat Tree posting Rain Country. There you go. Is cryptocurrency the same as cash? No, it's not the same, but it can be cashed out to turn into whatever actual physical currency you use. And how that happens, I'm not sure, but there's lots of tutorials on how to make that happen. Yeah, Facebook. Now, see, I'm not going to bash Facebook because it's still something I use. However, yeah, you guys know. Let's see, frustrating. Let's see. They kill my cukes. Yes, Ronnie, thank you for keeping me on topic, talking about gardening and homesteading. The stink bugs are horrible at. They come in big numbers. Like I said, for me anyway, when the garden gets heat stressed, then the stink bugs seem to come in and have a party, and they're just, it's like all of the cucumbers and the anything that's like a juicy fruit, tomatoes, they just sit there and drink them like cocktails. It's awful. Freaky Geek 2 only uses Facebook for games and keeping in touch with friends. Yep. My moderators are doing a great job. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you for making this show pleasant for everyone, because I have no control over any of it sitting here in front of this phone doing this show. So you guys are doing great work. Thank you very much. And Will says, I may do a class in cryptocurrency at some point. That would be interesting. I'd love to see that. Wow, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Music Well says, I don't normally sleep like this, but we picked... Am I reading that wrong? I don't normally sleep like this, but we picked 2 full 5-gallon buckets of green beans and... Oh, so you're tired. I get it. Okay. 2 full 5-gallon buckets of green beans is a lot of green beans. That's a lot of canning, a lot of blanching, a lot of freezing, whatever you do with those, but they are so good. We have not been very good about keeping... We've been harvesting, but we're trying to eat it all right now because we haven't had time to do the preservation. Like last year I did a lot of canning. This year my canner is sitting in the box in the closet because I haven't had time. I'm crazy busy, crazy busy. You guys are mentioning dilly beans. That's like the fermented or pickled beans. That's something I really wanted to try last week and I didn't get to it. So, yeah. Monty, gotta go. You're gonna barbecue. Bring me a plate. Just kidding. Have a good time, buddy. Just finished my coffee. Luke Abbott. Well, I'm about to finish mine. I only have a little bit left. Luke, do you put anything in your coffee? Or is it just black? Pat Champion asked the question, can you plant strawberry in the fall or another time besides spring? Yes. In fact, a lot of people believe that, I can't say a lot of people, several gardeners that I've talked to in the warmer areas claim that planting your strawberries in the fall is better. You may not get a harvest in the fall, but you go through the winter and then you get that nice harvest in the spring. Whereas if you plant in the spring, your plants have to, you know, invest a lot of energy to get established, and you may not get a good harvest. So planting your strawberries in the fall for a spring harvest may be your better deal if you're in a warm area. Cameron is watching and he would like to know how the tractor is doing. The tractor's doing well. I beat it up pretty bad. I think, Cameron, that your dad is probably a better tractor keeper than me. I tend to use it pretty hard, but it's sitting over here and it's waiting for a little work. I need to do some work today using the tractor, and then I need to clean it up real nice and make it pretty again. Rain Country, same. You guys are crazy busy and not able to do a lot of the canning and stuff. Boy, do I understand that. Boy, do I understand. Let's see. Putting deck sealer on the deck. Whole milk. An answer to the coffee question. You use whole milk. Luke, the whole milk drinker. I like milk sometimes in my coffee. Whenever I do use any type of cream, it is either whole milk or half and half, and I use just a little bit. But yes, normally it's just black, but if I do use it, I'm with you. That's good coffee too. Mary Sir says she loves canning videos. There are a lot of great canning videos on YouTube. None on my channel yet, but there are a lot of great canning videos. Kate has been doing a lot of preservation. We've talked a little bit about some of the things that she's doing with the canning, with the kefir, and that's not preservation, that's making a product. But how'd those eggs do, Kate? Dehydrating the eggs. Deep South Homestead, hello. Hello, good morning. You guys are amazing. You guys are a great oh, look at that. I'm glad that showed up after I said you were amazing, because then it would look like I did it just for this. But I didn't. Trish, with the $5, what are they called? Super chat. $5 super chat. She says, I have to log off for now, but I signed up with steemit and I love it. Trish, make sure I know who you are on steemit. I want to see you over there. Thanks for all you do. Hope to see you next Saturday. Thank you so much for your $5 super chat. That is always encouraging to me. I am way behind, I think. Super chats are freaky. Yeah. I have the All-American canner as well, Rain Country. I can't remember how many quarts it is. It was like the most popular model on the site that I bought it from. And I really do love it. It's a nice canner. Well built. Looks like it's going to last for a very long time. Worm Turns, Florida. Ronnie says, how is the goat's mastitis? Actually, it's doing well. We did a lot of medication and expressing. That's not so fun. But the udder is not completely small again, but it is way better. She's not dragging on the ground. She seems happier, so doing much better. I should have done some video about how to treat that, but It's another one of those things on the homestead. It was like, sometimes you just got to do it, and you don't have time to grab a camera. So, and when you're out messing with goats and doing all those things, sometimes the camera is not a priority. But yes, she's doing much better. Thanks for asking. So, Amy, fuel, you say that you're trying to convince Mark to switch to a gas stove so I can get one. Do you have a glass top? Because I happen to have a glass top, and my All-American... Oh, you say you have a glass top. It's too heavy? Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, but mine seems to work fine. Unless you have a bigger canner than I do. Let's see. If I did, this is Freaky Geek 2, if I did any canning, I would need to use a lot of vinegar to keep clean of the hard water. I have to do that too. What I do is I use vinegar in the dishwasher when I'm heating the jars up, and that helps, you know, keep the hard water off. And then I also add just a little bit of vinegar to the water that's in the canner, and the jars come out nice and clean. If I forget the vinegar in the water, and you only use a little bit, then what happens is that the canner gets all crusted up, and also the jars come out all cloudy. Renate Butler, I tried my first goat's milk, even though store-bought, it is delish. I have never had goat's milk. I would like to. We don't milk ours. We don't have a male. They don't do dairy, but I would love to try that. I've had goat cheese, and it was pretty good. I liked it. With your weather, do you plant year-round or just plant for your region? Well, we plant for, you know, what grows here. We can grow different things year-round. We can't grow the same things year-round, but there are certain things that do well in the spring and in the fall, and then a couple of things that do okay through the hot summer months, July and August. And then there's a list of greens that will do well in the winter. So yeah, we can, here in Texas, if we choose, grow year-round. Because of how busy I am trying to build up the homestead, I often just don't get to take full advantage of the garden. Okay, the dehydrated eggs are wonderful. I'm glad that worked out for you. How far behind am I? Let's see. You guys talking about your All-American canners? You guys are probably... Oh, Deep South Homestead said we can on our glass top all the time, but we use a Miro canner. Is that a lighter? Is that a different kind of canner? Whew, I can't talk. I have been doing this for 58 minutes now, so let's see if I can find a way to wrap this up. I'm having fun. You guys are fun. Thank you. Amy Fuel talking about she does can on her glass top, but was thinking that the smaller canner, thinking of a smaller canner. It is possible that maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, or maybe I just have a small enough canner, but it seems to work fine on my glass top. It's just a normal, you know, 4-burner glass top, and so far it seems to be doing okay. Several comments about that they're too heavy. I might be in for some trouble. I might have another live show someday saying, so the All-American canner is too heavy for a glass top. So far, I haven't had that problem. Hey Maggie, look who's coming to visit. Hey Maggie, how are ya? Oh, I don't have any carrots right now. I like hearing you come up behind me. She's such a sweetheart. Come here, let me scratch you. Come here. I love Maggie. I never thought I would love a horse so much, but I really do. I really do. Oh, sweetie. Sweetie, sweetie. I really enjoy Maggie coming up and just joining us when we're having a conversation. Because she just comes up, she wants a little love. Deep South Homestead has a playlist on canning. Go check that out because Deep South Homestead, they're one of those homesteading channels that is legit. These people do it. They're not just, hey, look what I learned on YouTube and I'm going to share on YouTube. They are actually doing this stuff, and I would love to go spend time with them to learn some of it. What are you doing? You're going to knock my camera over. Oh. She's coming in for a belly scratch. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm just kind of losing my train of thought. I got a horse beside me. I'm rubbing her belly. You guys are having a conversation about canning, and I'm scrolling through, trying to figure out where to pick up. Presto can. Oh wait, now that's Maggie's nose. She's Maggie has you in her nose. Look at All right. I need to see the screen, Maggie. Okay. You guys are so cool. Let's see. I don't even know how far behind I am. Where's my barn? She's waiting for her barn. She's gonna knock my camera over. Has Maggie ever nibbled your ear? My horse does that when I rub her belly. She hasn't, now she's leaning way in. She hasn't nibbled my belly. She hasn't nibbled my ear, but she does kind of wrap her head around you and give you a hug when you rub her belly. Yeah, they love that. She's loving this right now. I'm rubbing her belly and she is just loving it. And I'm scrolling through trying to figure out, she's going to knock my camera over. Oh, I made it to the end. I made it to the end. Hey, Maggie, I think you're just in time. Just in time. Should we wrap this up? It's been over an hour. All right. Yes, I know. I got to get busy on the horse barn, and you guys have lots of stuff to do, so I am going to end this. But I am so, more than I can express in words, so appreciative of you for being here and being a part of my story and a part of my journey. And just, it's so much fun. So when I hit finish, you guys, I think you have a few minutes to chat with each other before everything shuts down and goes to replay. So enjoy that time. I'll talk to you soon.